ยังพูดยังมึงจะไหม
ค่ะเป็นบางครั้งด้วยค่ะหลวงพ่อ
เป็นบางครั้ง
เจ้าค่ะ
ไหนยังฟ้อนเป็นยังไง
ดีขึ้นแล้วเจ้าค่ะยังไปนั่งสมาธิหลายวันเลยดีขึ้นแล้วเจ้าค่ะ
ดีขึ้นนะแล้วพิจารณาร่างกายกี่ชั่วโมง
โยมเดินจงกรมตอนกลางวัน6 ชั่วโมงแล้วก็นั่งสมาธิตอนคืนตั้งแต่กินบานาเสร็จแล้วก็อาบน้ำแล้วก็นั่งสมาธิถึงตอนเช้า6 โมงแต่ว่า4 ทุ่มก็นอนตื่นมาตี 2กว่าตี 3ก็นั่งต่อ
เนี่ยก็ดีแล้วพิจารณาร่างกาย
พิจารณาร่างกายประมาณ 3-4 ชั่วโมงแล้วค่ะ
3-4 ชั่วโมงแล้วโมโหกันหมด
มันก็จะมีอารมณ์กระทบบ้างในบางครั้งก็ค่ะแต่ว่าดูอารมณ์ว่าเรามีอารมณ์แบบนี้นะคะ
Yeah, my brain. What are you going to do with a teacher who has Alzheimer who forgets everything? But you know, there's something good about it. You know, I mean, he forgets. You know, even if you do something bad. Yeah? So, Lawrence, how is it?
It's a bit better today.
Yeah. See, it's going up and then it's going down and it's going up, yeah? I know in Belgium there are no hills, but you know, I mean, if you live in the mountains, you know, you go up and then you go down and then you go up and down. And it's the same with the practice, yeah?
Yeah, but it's especially like dukkha vedana in my heart.
Yeah.
It's creating all the thoughts.
Yeah.
And that's and I just have to get down to the bare feeling and accept it, and then I can relax and
yes.
the heart can get calm.
Yeah. I mean, the longer we do practice, yeah, the more of the difficulties come up. Yeah. I mean, in the beginning, you know, when people go for a retreat for three weeks, you know, once a year or twice a year, everything is fine, yeah. But if we do that continuously, then when we open our heart, yeah, and whatever is in the heart, we will see, and we don't like it, yeah. There's all this rubbish that we took in, you know, over centuries of life, yeah. So we just observe it and then we take it out. Yeah? Observe it, accept it. You know, that is the most important thing, to accept the things that are coming up. Yeah? And if it is dukkha vedana, if it is the feeling of the heart, then we accept it. Yeah? Sooner or later, you will have to do it. Yeah. I mean, if you run away now, yeah. I mean, do you think this problem will be solved?
Well, that's where I'm still like...
You're contemplating this, yeah?
Because I think it's due to loneliness mostly. Like now I'm fasting for a few days and I think I quite miss the routine and I miss the people and I think it's due to loneliness especially that the feeling comes up.
Yeah.
And I'm still like in between. Okay, do we really go the way of hardship and loneliness, or can we have some Nibbana and do?
Yeah. Nibbana, that would be nice, huh? We just go to McDonald's and order Nibbana.
But also, like, a thing that kind of goes in my mind is like I was reading this pamphlet of another of Ajahn Martin, and he said how important family and friends are, and then I'm like, yeah, okay, but
Ajahn Martin?
yeah.
I can't even believe that. But
I think so, or maybe it was Moon. I don't know.
No.
Someone from the
Yeah.
tradition.
I mean, there's Tan Po Lee, yeah? He was talking about family, and when he reflected about family, he reflected about having, being alone, yeah? And then he reflected, okay, we have 5 khandhas, so we have five parts of killet, yeah? So when I take in a wife, yeah, it might be nice, but then I have 10 kilesas, yeah? And then I get a child, and then I have 15 kilesas, and then I get another child, and I have 20 kilesas. No, I don't want it, yeah? Maybe he used it, to reflect upon, the family life, yeah? Even then, think about it. When you were with your family or when you were with your friend, you are utterly alone.
Mm-hmm.
You remember the times of feelings when you were with your friends and you still were alone? Yeah, see? So, isn't it better, if we address this loneliness?
Yeah.
And the loneliness comes from feeling separated out, yeah? And a few days ago I was talking about, how Nibbana is a big cake, yeah? It's not a big cake, yeah? How it's a big cake, and avijja just takes, yeah? Surrounds a part of this cake, yeah? And then you feel separate from the rest of the cake.
Mm-hmm.
So if we take off avijja, then we are in unison with the cake. Or in unison with Nibbana, yeah? With everybody. Even with your strangest enemies, yeah? Or fiercest enemies, yeah? Because you are part of this, yeah? And just because, avijja tells us we are not part of this, yeah? Because it has us under its thumb, yeah? That's why we feel lonely. There is one remedy, and the remedy is to go into samadhi when thoughts are stopping and memory is stopping. Because how can you feel then lonely? And you feel, yeah? You feel the first time, when you're really in samadhi, in upachara samadhi, you feel you are one with everything else. And that gives us assurance, yeah? that there is a way out, yeah? That we are not lonely. We are only lonely when we feel separated, when we look at other people or other beings, as being separate from us. We are not separate, yeah? We think, yeah? We think we are separate. We think we are lonely, yeah? But I do remember, even lying with one of my girlfriends, very close together, I felt lonely, yeah? I said, what is happening, yeah? At that time I reflected, what is happening, why do I feel, I'm with my loved one, why do I feel lonely? Achim, you do have sometimes this feeling, yeah? Yeah, because we are separated, because we think we are separated, because we have not found the unison, yeah? And to find the unison is the path of practice, yeah? And of course we have to go through a lot of difficulties, yeah? And this is just the beginning, yeah? It gets harder and harder, but we get smarter and smarter as well, yeah? So we get more techniques, the more we do, the more we practice, the more techniques we gather, the more wisdom we gather how to deal with all these difficult things. Yeah? And then it becomes more easier. Yeah? But the things in itself are hard. Yeah? So it's just the way, how we look onto this. Yeah? If you feel despair, where is it coming from? The kilesa. Yeah? If you feel hopelessness, it's coming from where? From your thoughts. Yeah? Yeah? And who's bringing up these thoughts? Kilesa. Yeah? When you feel tired, who is bringing up these thoughts? The kilesa. Yeah?
Can I ask one more thing?
Yeah.
I think there's still like an attachment to my mother that's there.
Sure.
And I remember like Mun also having that saying in his biography that he had like an attachment to his mother, and only when he could like help her guide her anxiety or something, he could freely go off on the Tanga practices on
Does anybody remember that?
I think it's
Lumpuman? I can't even
he
imagine.
felt some responsibility towards his mother, and he couldn't really like.
No, Lungta Mahabor, I don't know, Lumpuman. Yeah.
They care about his mother.
They care about their mother.
He took care before he went off to Chiang Mai.
Yeah.
Like she's somewhere.
Yeah.
He put her in monastery. Yeah, that's right.
What?
He put her in monastery and made sure she's practicing.
Yeah. Lungta Mahabor the same. Yeah, he took his mother and put it in the monastery. Yeah, and she was practicing. Yeah, that's what the Thai monks, the Thai monks are doing. Yeah, they take their parents, yeah. If they don't want to disrobe, they take their parents and bring them to monastery and infuse them with practice. Yeah, and look at Mahabor, she reached the stage of anagami. So what can you do better? Yeah. Also, there is this Western thought, within us that we can help, our parents, our mothers, our brothers and sisters or relatives. Yeah. The only thing that we can take care of, yeah, is their physical well-being. If we practice and share the merit of our practice with them, we not only take care, yeah, we don't take care of their physical beings, yeah, unless we invite them to the monastery, but we take care of something that is very important, yeah, of something, they can take on with them into the next life, yeah. That is the merit, that is the good fortune, yeah. Just like, you work very hard, in late life, and get a lot of money, you can distribute it to anybody you want, yeah? So they don't, experience a hardship that you might have had in the beginning, yeah? And so is it with the merit of every hour that we practice, yeah? We gather some merit, yeah? And the more, of course, the more you advance, in your practice, the better, the higher value has the merit, yeah? And if you share that with your parents, this is the best thing that you can do, actually. But no matter if you feel attached, no matter if you feel attached, yeah, to your parents or to your family, or attached to your girlfriend or to your wife, yeah, what is it that they can give you that you do not have? Ask yourself this question. And then you find out, yeah, it is from my own practice. Huh? I ask myself, what can she give me, yeah, that I don't have within myself? And I was looking and I couldn't find it. Because everything that I was looking for, that she, my girlfriend should give me, I was already in my heart. Huh? In the sense, of still feeling separate, even if you are with your loved one, that doesn't go away, yeah. Anyway, yeah, it is your life, it is your decision. But whatever problem you face now, yeah, if you go, yeah, if you leave, yeah, you will sooner or later face it another time. And then it might be even become more, yeah, harder to face it, yeah, because you build up, yeah, I mean, the more earth or the more dirt you pile onto something, I mean, the more you have to remove. No? เข้าใจไหมยมปูเข้าใจไหมฟังภาษาอังกฤษออกไหมนิดหน่อยไม่เข้าใจเท่าไหร่ก็ไม่เป็นไรนะเมื่อกี้ก็พูดเรื่องมันอยู่คนเดียวก็มันของเขาอยู่คนเดียวไม่ว่าก็มีแฟนหรือไม่มีแฟนหรือมีญาติก็มันของเขาอยู่คนเดียวใช่ไหมแต่ของเราไม่อยากทราบนะแต่เมื่อนั่งสมาธินะและเมื่อไม่มีความคิดขึ้นมาและไม่มีความจำขึ้นมาของเราอยู่กับทุกคนนะของเราไม่เคยอยู่คนเดียวนะใช่ไหมฟัง
อยู่คนเดียวตลอดใช่ไหมไม่เคยอยู่
เมื่อเขาสู่สมาธินะเมื่อได้สมาธิก็มันไม่มีความรู้สึกแบบนี้
ใช่ค่ะ
นี่ที่สำคัญนะมันที่รู้อยู่นะเพราะว่าที่เมื่อกี้ก็พูดในภาษาอังกฤษนะอวิชชาทำให้เราเป็นคนเดียวนะแต่เวลาอวิชชาก็หายไปของเราก็เป็นอันเดียวกันนะกับทุกคนไม่ว่าก็เป็นเพื่อนไม่ว่าก็เป็นศัตรูนะก็เป็นอันเดียวกันเพราะว่ามันนิพพานก็เป็นอันเดียวกันเป็นเนี่ยแต่อวิชชาทำให้เราเชื่อมันนะของเรานี่เป็นเรานี่เป็นคนอื่นนะนี่ที่สังพันธ์หาเยอะที่สุดในโลกนี้นะแล้วของเราหาคู่กันนะและเคยทิ้งงานแล้วบางทีก็มันยังอยู่คนเดียวใช่ไหม มันไม่ช่วยนะมันไม่ช่วยแต่ของเราคิดว่านะเพราะว่าพูดไปกินอาหารกับบัดพี่สาวนะกินอาหารกันก็นัดก็มาแล้วทำนี่ทำโน่นแล้วของเราไม่มีความรู้สึกนะมันเหงานะแต่เมื่อมันทุกคนก็ไปมันความรู้สึกมันเหงานะมันอยู่คนเดียวนะเพราะว่าของเราคุยกันกินกันแล้วพูดเรื่องนี้เราทำอะไรนะร่วมกันนะและความรู้สึกเหงาก็ไม่ขึ้นมาแต่ของเรามันอยู่เหงาตลอดเวลานะอย่างนี้วิจัยอยู่มันอยู่เหงานะเพราะว่าของเราคิดว่าของเราก็เป็นคนอื่นและคนหนึ่งและคนอื่นก็เป็นคนหนึ่งนะมันต่างกันแต่ของเราไม่ต่างกันนะจิตใจของเราก็เป็นอันเดียวกันนะจิตใจที่ไม่มีกิเลสอยู่ก็เป็นอันเดียวกันนะหลวงปู่มันอยู่ในนี่พระพุทธเจ้าก็ไม่รู้กี่ร้อยองค์นั้นมันอยู่ในนี่ก็เป็นอันเดียวกันแล้วเรื่องความคิดนะที่ผมพูดวันก่อนนะจับความคิดนะที่เกิดขึ้นก็มีความเจ็บความปวดขึ้นมานะรู้ความคิดนะเดี๋ยวนี้มันเมื่อรับดานะและพูดว่าพุทโธพุทโธพุทโธนะก็มีความรู้สึกในสมองเนี่ยประมาณนี้นะมีความรู้สึกนะมันจะมันเรียกว่าอะไรมันจะเน้นขึ้นนะเมื่อของเราคิดนะมันต้องใช้สมองนะเมื่อมองดูพุทโธกับพุทโธก็มันไม่ง่ายแต่เมื่อมองดูลมหายใจเข้าลมหายใจออกนะและใช้ 90% นะลมหายใจเข้าลมหายใจออกและใช้ 10% นะมันมองดูนี่นะมันสมองนี่นะแล้วมันจะเห็นทันทีนะเมื่อความคิดขึ้นมาและรู้ทันทีนะแล้วไม่ต้องนะมันรีแลกซ์นะแล้วมันความคิดก็มันหายไปนะและอาจจะปัญหาก็ไม่เกิดขึ้นใช้ปกติใช้อะไรใช้พุทโธลมหายใจเข้า
พูดใช่ไหมครับใช้ทั้งพุทโธทั้งลมหายใจแล้ว
เคยังต้องใช้สองขาแล้ว
บางครั้งพุทโธพอมันพุทโธมันหายไปมันก็มาอยู่กับลมหายใจ
โอเคครับเมื่อใช้ลมหายใจนะเมื่อใช้ลมหายใจจะเห็นชัดๆนะมองดูอันนี้นิดเดียวนะมันจะเห็นมันจะเน้นขึ้นนะแล้วรู้แล้วมันจะความคิดนะเมื่อยังไม่ทราบนะเดี๋ยวนี้เขาทดสอบดูหลับตานะแล้วคิดพุทโธนะมันจะเห็นอยู่นะมันจะใช่นะเพราะว่ามันใช่นะมันชิดใช่นะมันใช้สมองเพื่อทำอะไรเพื่อขยับแขนเพื่อขยับขามันจะเห็นหมดนะเมื่อดูในสมองเราจะใช้อะไรใช้สมองภาคไหนจะเห็นชัดเจนใช้สมองภาคนี้เมื่อคิดใช้สมองภาคนี้เมื่อความช้ำขึ้นมาใช้สมองภาคนั้นไม่ต้องไปหาหมอ มันจะรู้เองเมื่อมีสติเล็กๆน้อยๆจะรู้เองนะแล้วมันสนใจด้วยนะยอมฟ้อนนะเนี่ยเห็นแล้วเหรอก
ำลังดูอยู่สังเกตอยู่ตอนนี้ใช่ค่ะ
สังเกตอยู่
ว่ามันเกิดมาจากตรงนี้ใช่ไหมกำลังดู
มันช่วงแรกเนี่ยเจตนามาจากจิตใจนะแต่ความคิดนะมันเจตนาที่คิดนะมันก็ต้องไปที่สมองนะแล้วไปที่สมองนะมันจะเห็นชัดเจนนะมันจะใช้ผากันไหนนะในสมองนะความจำก็เหมือนกัน
กำลังสังเกตอย่างนี้อยู่นะคะแล้วก็แต่ที่จริงถ้าภาวนาจริงๆไอ้เรื่องความเหงานี่ไม่ค่อยมีเกิดขึ้นเลยนะคะ
ใช่ส่วนมากก็ไม่สนเมื่ออยู่กับพุทโธก็พิจารณาร่างกายไม่เคยความรู้สึกเหงานะ
ใช่ค่ะความเหงาไม่เคยเกิดขึ้นมันจะเกิดขึ้นก็ต่อเมื่อเราใช้ชีวิตอยู่ข้างนอกเนี่ยจะเกิดขึ้นแต่ถ้าภาวนาจริงๆแล้วเราได้มาภาวนาจริงๆความรู้สึกแบบนี้แทบจะไม่เกิดขึ้นกับเราในขณะที่เราอยู่คนเดียวภาวนาอยู่ก็ไม่เกิดขึ้นความรู้สึกแบบนี้ไม่มี
ใช่แต่เนี่ยคนที่ยังทำงานอยู่นะมันจะเกิดขึ้นตลอด
ของครูจะแบบว่าพยายามดูว่าอะไรที่มากระทบตลอดก็ว่าอย่างทั้งหูตาไอ้ที่มันเป็นภาษาทั้งห้านะคะบางคนครูพยายามจะวางให้ไวเพื่อเราจะได้ไม่เกิดความคิดปรุงแต่งพอบางอย่างมันวางไม่ทันมันก็ปรุงแต่งไปแล้วมันสะสม
ก็ไม่เป็นไร
มันหลงเข้าไปแล้ว
ไม่เป็นไรของเราก็ต้องพยายามนะก็เห็นจะเกิดขึ้นบางทีก็ความคิดก็มัน20คิดหรือ30คิดก็ไปแล้วแล้วมันจับได้ก็ดึงกลับมานะแล้วไม่ต้องโทษตัวเองนะนี่ที่สำคัญไม่ต้องโทษนะเวลาเห็นอยู่จับอยู่ดึงกลับนะแต่บางที่ไม่อยากกลับ อยากคิดอีกนะและบางที่ก็ทำเมื่อเห็นว่าไม่อยากกลับคิดความคิดเรื่องนี้ก็กี่ครั้งกี่หนแล้วไม่ช่วยอะไรนะเนี่ยต้องใช้ปัญญาบ้างนะในวันก็มีปัญหาไหมแล้วชื่ออะไรอะไรวันกับมันมีวัน2 คนเหรอไม่
พิสมัย
พิสมัย
ค่ะ
คิดสมัยก็มีปัญหาไหมเรื่องภาวนา
หลวงพ่อพูดอะไรรู้หมดนะคะหลวงพ่อพูดอะไรรู้หมดแต่ทีนี้ว่าโยมไม่สามารถจะสงบได้ค่ะหลวงพ่อพูดอะไรรู้หมด
ต้องพยายามนะส่วนมากคนแก่ก็ต้องเดินจงกรมเก่งๆนะ
เดิน1 ชั่วโมงค่ะ
กี่ชั่วโมง
1 ชั่วโมงหลวงปู่มั่น80เดินได้1 ชั่วโมงใช่ไหมคะ
ก็ลุงจักรก็เดินมากกว่านี้นะ
เดินมากกว่านี้เหรอมันก็เจ็บ
หลายชั่วโมงใช่มันความเจ็บความปวดนั้นมันมาจากร่างกายเนี่ยเราเห็นนะเห็นชัดๆนะ ตอนเช้าก็เดินตอนบ่ายก็เดินตอนเย็นก็เดินนะบางทีก็ลุงตมหาโบก็เดิน3-4 ชั่วโมงนะแล้วตอนเย็นก็เดิน3-4 ชั่วโมง
โยมเมื่อคืนไม่ตอนอยู่หลวงตานะคะเมื่อคืนไม่ได้นอนเลยค่ะ
ไม่นอนแล้วเดี๋ยวนี้นอน10 ชั่วโมงแล้ว
ไม่ได้นอนเลยค่ะ
ไม่นอน
ค่ะอยู่กับหลวงตานะคะตอนนี้อายุมากแล้วนะคะ
ก็ไม่เป็นไรก็ปกติก็บอกว่านะคนที่อายุมากนะก็ไม่เคยนอนได้นะพยายามหน่อยเอาพุทโธพุทโธพุทโธนะเนี่ยมันไม่
พุทโธก็ไม่อยู่นะคะหลวงพ่อ
ก็ไม่เป็นไร
พุทโธก็ยังไงอ่ะหายใจเข้าใช่ไหมคะก็อยู่กับพุทโธ
พุทเข้าลมหายใจเข้าพุทลมหายใจออกโธ
เนี่ยก็ทำอยู่นะคะ
ทำตั้งแต่เช้าที่ตื่นขึ้นมามันความคิดแรกนะเป็นพุทโธ
ความคิดแรกเป็นพุทโธค่ะไม่ใช่โดนก็1 ชั่วโมงนะคะก็เป็นพุทโธ
นะพยายามนะตั้งแต่เช้านะที่เดินขึ้นมานะครั้งแรกนะพุทโธพุทโธพุทโธพุทโธนะนี่ในวัดนี่ก็ไม่ต้องใช้ความคิดเลยฮะพัดกวาดพุทโธพุทโธพุทโธทำสะอาดพุทโธพุทโธล้างจานพุทโธพุทโธฮะเมื่อล้างหน้าก็พุทโธพุทโธพุทโธฮะไม่ใช่เดินยังเดินเข้าใจแต่ทำยากนะก็ไม่เป็นไรทำยากก็มันอยู่ในความคิดของเราอยากก็ไม่อยากนะบางคนก็คิดว่าง่ายแต่เป็นความคิดนะก็มันมีงานก็หนักเหมือนกันนะคนที่คิดว่าโอ้ยนี่มันง่ายนะคนอื่นก็คิดว่าโอ้ยยากนะแต่ทำงานก็อันเดียวกันนะนี่เป็นความคิดนะก็เนยก็เหมือนกันนะที่เมื่อกี้ก็พูดนะมันกิเลสนะมันกิเลสก็บอกทุกสิ่งทุกอย่างนะที่กำลังจะทำนะเมื่อง่วงนอนนะช่วงแรกบอกว่าโอ้ยมันเหนื่อยนิดหน่อยหลังจาก2-3 นาทีบอกว่าโอ้ยเหนื่อยนะแต่ของเรายังไม่ยอมเพราะว่ายังไม่เห็นนะและครั้งที่3ก็ครั้งที่4นะ1 นาทีนะหลังจาก1 นาทีครึ่งนาทีก็บอกคนในเดี๋ยวจะไปมึงนอนนะและของเรายอมกิเลสเมื่อเห็นนะความคิดครั้งแรกนะที่บอกว่าเดี๋ยวนี้เจ็บนะบอกนะและของเราตอบว่าไม่สนนะความเจ็บไม่ขึ้นหมอนะและเหมือนกันกับเนยนะโอ๊ยไม่สนใจนะเมื่อกิเลสเนยก็ไปนอนสิเมื่อเดินชมกรมและคิดเลยบอกว่าเดี๋ยวนี้เหนื่อยหลวงพ่อเคยพูดว่าเมื่อไม่อยากเดินชมกรมหนังสินะแล้วหลวงพ่อก็เดินและสุดท้ายก็กิเลสก็ไม่กวนแล้วก็ตอบโต้นะมันไม่ใช่กิเลสไม่ใช่เรานะกิเลสก็ช่วงแรกก็เป็นศัตรูของเราต้องฝัดกับศัตรูไม่ยอมนะมันต้องฝืนกิเลสนะเมื่อบอกว่าเนี่ยหลวงพ่อก็ไม่มีความคิดนะคิดเรื่องคนเรื่องอะไรในอาการที่ไม่ชอบนะโอกาสที่ไม่ชอบนะโอ้ยมีแรงแล้วมันไม่เหนื่อยแล้วนะเมื่อหัวหน้าพูดอะไรที่ไม่ชอบฟังนะเมื่อเหนื่อยเลยคิดว่านี่โอ้โหนี่มันกำลังนะเป็นวิธีการนะของเราต้องสู้ความเฉลียวฉลาดนะกับกิเลสนะที่บอกก็เหนื่อยปุถุชนก็หายไปความสนใจก็หายไปปุถุชนก็ไม่หายเข้าใจไหมโอเคแค่นี้ก็สำหรับคนไทยก็ยมพาก็ไปแล้วก็กลับไปยมพูดใช่ไหมแล้วมีคำถามสุดท้ายไหม
ของข้าน้อยเว ษาธรรมอยู่ทุกคน
เวทนาภายในแบบไหน
เจ้าค่ะ
แบบไหน
กิเลสมันถูกรบกวนนะเจ้าค่ะ
อ๋อมันก็เป็นธรรมดาแต่ทำไมไม่บอกให้กิเลสก็ออกไปฮะ
พูดง่ายแต่ทำไม่ได้เรื่องหลวงพ่อ
มีอะไรที่ง่ายนะเมื่อกิเลสก็บอกว่ามันเจ็บใจนะบอกว่าไม่สนนะแล้วสุดท้ายก็เห็นว่าเวทนาก็หายไปนะแต่เมื่อไม่สนเราก็มันไม่นักนะก็เวทนากลับขึ้นนะบอกอีกแล้วไม่สนนะถึงสุดท้ายก็เห็นนะ มันความคิดแบบไหนหรือความช้ำแบบไหนที่ทำให้เราเจ็บใจและนิบันที่ก็ต้องแก้ความคิดนี้นะเพราะว่าเกี่ยวกับความสงสัยของเรานะความคิดนี้ต้องแก้นะต้องตกนะต้องพลิกนะต้องพลิกนะเป็นความคิดที่ดีนะที่ทำให้เราสบายใจนะเพราะว่าความคิดที่ไม่ดีก็ทำให้เราเสียใจใช่ไหมมันก็ต้องพลิกความคิดเหมือนของเราทำกับอสุภะนะเมื่อทำอสุภะก็โมโหขึ้นมานะเมื่อดูสุภะก็ความสุขขึ้นมามันก็ต้องพลิกนะสุภะก็เป็นอสุภะนะและอสุภะก็เป็นสุภะนะนี่ของเราต้องฝึกแบบนี้นะ
ก็แค่บอกตัวเองว่าถ้าไม่ตายก็ต้องเอาดีให้ได้
บางทีก็มันไม่พอนะไม่พอนะบางทีก็ต้องแก้ความคิดนะที่เกี่ยวกับอดีตนะที่เกี่ยวกับไม่รู้เกี่ยวกับอะไรนะเราต้องดูนะและพลิกความคิดขึ้นนะพลิกความคิดนี่แล้วเป็นความคิดที่ดีที่ทำให้เราสบายใจ
ถ้าดีไม่ได้ก็ปล่อยให้มันตายซะอะไรอย่างเงี้ยนะ
มันตายซะ
ถ้ายังไม่ตายก็ต้องดีให้ได้นะคะ
โอเคแล้วจะกลับมาเมื่อไหร่
ยังไม่แน่นอน
ยังไม่แปลว่าอีกครึ่งปีแปลว่าอีกครึ่งปีแล้ว
ไม่เยอะก็จะทำว่าจะจัดสรร
และจะลองกรุงเทพเหรอ
ไม่เยอะ
อุดรสามีอยู่อุดรเหรอ
อยู่เชียงใหม่ด้วยค่ะ
เชียงใหม่แล้วไม่ไปเชียงใหม่เหรอ
ไม่ไปเขามีคนดูแล
แล้วทำอะไรที่อุดร
ก็
ต้องดูแล
คือหมอนัดนะเจ้าค่ะหมอนัดต้องไปหาหมอเจ้าค่ะแล้วก็ไปดูแลบ้านก็น้อยก็คิดอยู่ว่าจะขายบ้านแล้วก็ไม่อยู่กับคุณพ่อเลยไม่ต้องไปดูแล
เนี่ยยิ่งมีของเยอะนะยิ่งมีภาระนะโอเคเข้าใจแล้วโอเคคนไทยก็เดี๋ยวนี้อากาศดีนะมันไม่หนาวไม่ร้อนเดินจงกรมนะผมต้องทำเจอคนแก่นะมันหลายครั้งก่อนทำได้นะไม่แล้วไม่
ผ้าไหมเนี่ยนะผ้าไหมค่ะ
ผ้าไหม
ผ้าไหม
โอเคไหมโอเค
หลวงพ่อพูดน่ะโยมเข้าใจทุกอย่างค่ะหลวงพ่อพูด
เข้าใจทุกอย่าง
เข้าใจทุกอย่างทีนี้ว่า
แต่ทำไม่ได้นะก็พยายามหน่อยก็จำเอาไว้นะที่ยังฝึกเป็นเด็กน้อยนะที่ยังฝึกเดินหรือยังฝึกพูดนะก็ไปในอดีตและจำนะของเราทำอะไรมันของเรากำลังขึ้นเลื่อนหล่อมขึ้นเลื่อนหล่อมขึ้นเลื่อนหล่อมนะและพยายาม1 ปีก็เดินได้นะก็การพูดก็เหมือนกันนะก่อนนะพูดอะไรก็แม่ที่มีลูกนะมันรู้ได้นะช่วงแรกนะมันที่ลูกนะลูกเด็กน้อยนะก็พูดนะของเราฟังไม่รู้เรื่องนะแต่พยายามที่พูดได้นะและสุดท้ายก็ฟังได้นะทำไมก็ภาวนาก็เหมือนกันนะ Okay? No? So after New Year, all the Francs have left. So how are the Métis doing? Huh? Huh? Métis Sunanda. What?
Embarrassing.
You what?
It's embarrassing.
But that is the speech of the Kilesas. If you believe, if you believe what the Kilesas are telling us, then you are in their hand. If you feel, disheartened, where is this feeling coming from? From the Kilesas. They want to make you stop the practice. But if you say, okay, whatever comes, I don't stop practicing. Just like I told the Thais, when I walk Chongkrom and then suddenly, Kilesa says, it's so tiring, it's so tiring. I said, okay, sit down, and I walk. Or go to sleep and I sit and practice here. You have to be fierce with the Kilesas. You cannot give in to the Kilesas. Whatever they tell you, that's how they reign you. And it's the same with, I'm tired, Who is tired? The Kilesas are tired of Buddha or about, Anapanasati. That's what they are tired of. And then they suggest you that you are tired. But if you tell them, no, I'm not tired, go to sleep, if you want to, but I am going to practice, The problem is that we believe, whatever comes into our ears, or whatever the Kilesas tell us, And, don't you remember the talk where I said, we just sign off, But we are, in the end, we are responsible, The Kilesas come with their suggestions, and we say, okay, They come with a suggestion, I'm tired, okay, then we are tired, Or they come, my practice is not going well, then we say, sign off on this. And then we think our practice is not going well. But it has nothing to do. The practice, as long as you're with the Buddha or with the breath, or with your object of investigation, you're practicing. Clear? This is something we really have to understand, And there's also one thing, if we don't see these slight thoughts coming in, before we feel even pain or before we stand up, the Kilesas come at least 10 times and tell us, there's pain, In the beginning it is very slight pain, And we don't see this thought. And then after 5 minutes it comes, this is not comfortable, And then, after 2 minutes they say, this is painful, And then after 1 minute they come, this is really painful, And then, and then half a minute later they say, excruciating pain, And this is the only thought that we see, and then we say, okay, we need to get up, If we see the first thought, and then we counteract it and say, no, not interested, then the whole thing, collapses, Just like the avalanche, if you pull out the stone, there's no avalanche, You understand it a little bit? Also the other Machis, Take the stones out. Why do you like this avalanche? Because it feels us to be earthed, isn't it? When we have this feeling of despair, we feel so close, We like this actually, We like to be down, then we are, the tears are running and we are down, and then we feel so sorry for ourselves, It gives us a sense of, being earthed, And that's why we like it. Actually, the feeling is not good, So we should counteract that, Don't believe what the Kilesas tell us, they tell us, the practice is so tough. What is tough? Nothing is tough. Nothing is easy. It's just walking one step, going one step further, yeah? Looking at the thing. Yeah? But if they say it's tough, we fall for that. Yeah? If you're clever enough and say, no, it is actually easy, then you just walk through. You understand how they make, how they make us, feel, Not just the same thing with tiredness, what I said before, yeah? They announce, that you're tired. Oh, yeah, it's enough, First thought, oh, it's enough. Yeah? And if you catch that and say, no, it's not enough, I want to go on, yeah? Then tiredness doesn't come. Yeah? Then they come, oh, I'm tired, it's time, bedtime, and and then they come and come and come until, you sign off and says, yes, I'm tired, and whoops, you're gone to sleep, yeah? They announce everything what they want to do with you. You have to get this distance. You understand that? You use your sanatta. Whatever you see, whatever you hear, it's not you. Try to get this distance. It is so helpful, yeah? Because then we can actually look at the thing, yeah? When we say, I'm tired, finished. When we say there's tiredness, okay. How does it look like? How does it feel like? Oh, it's so tough, it's so hard. Yeah. And then it is the end of our practice, yeah? And then we say, oh, you're not worth a thing, yeah? Huh? Typical German, yeah? Problem of German-speaking people. Yeah? Who tells us this? Why do we believe the thing, that constantly tells us lies, yeah? How often, we fall for that trick. Oh, if you do this, you will be happy. We did this and we were not happy. Huh? No? But we still fall for the tricks, yeah? Instead of, facing, what is the English saying, yeah? Somebody cheats me, shame on them. Yeah? Somebody cheats me twice, shame on me. Huh? Huh? I like this, it's not, it's similar.
Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me.
Yeah. Nice saying. I really like it. Yeah? And shame on us, because we are constantly fooled by the kilesas. Yeah? They're constantly fooled. And we don't see them because they suggest it's us. Huh? It's me, it's mine, it belongs to me. Huh? It's my feeling. Huh? Instead of saying, oh, there's a feeling. Have a look at it. Huh? You can laugh about yourself, yeah? There's nothing serious, you still have all your fingers, yeah? Yeah? You have your nose, you have your eyes, you have your ears, everything is there. So what is so difficult, yeah? And from my own practice, sometimes, in my practice I was standing in front of a huge mountain, yeah? And I said, oh, I have to climb this. Let's find an easier way. Yeah? For a year I walked around this mountain and then came to the same place, and said, I've been there, yeah? Huh? And I said, okay, yeah, let's face the problem. And then suddenly the mountain disappeared. And it was a curtain of light, and I just was walking through it. The moment you want to really face, you have the intention to face a problem, it's gone. Huh? Because the problem exists only in our mind. Yeah? Done by the kilesas, done by mostly by thoughts and memories. Yeah? That's where problem arises. Yeah? If you destroy the thoughts and memories that are behind the problem, then there's no problem. Yeah? But we will be fooled, yeah? But don't get fooled too often, yeah? Learn to see, okay, what I did, okay, you fooled me, yeah? I accept it, I accept defeat, yeah? And I took on the determination, next time you don't fool me. Next time they fooled me again, yeah? But I was a little bit cleverer, yeah? So, I mean, it was much shorter, that they could fool me. In the beginning, they fooled me for a week, and then in the end, they fooled me just for a minute, until I saw through it, they wanted to fool me. And then I didn't fall for it, yeah? So it is all a process, you learn, yeah? I mean, they have been the masterminds, the Kilesas have been the masterminds of for millions or billions of lives. Don't think they will go easily. Go away, I don't want to be reborn. They will laugh at you. Yeah, believe it, yeah. You will not, and they tell us, you will not be reborn, yeah. Just like so many people, I'm not going to be reborn, yeah. That's how they fool us. Yeah? They tell us, no, you're not going to be reborn, yeah. And then the people believe it, yeah. Just like the people believe in God, yeah. Huh? Oh, God is our Savior, yeah. Or God created this world. No, it's not God that created this world. Understand? Huh? Windy, he's so quiet.
I have a question, Ajahn.
Yeah.
When I was doing body investigation, taking the body part, sometimes excruciating pain will arise during body investigation. So do I continue with the investigation or go observe the pain? Because
as long as you can do the investigation, don't go to the pain.
No, sometimes it's like paralyzing pain.
Okay, then go to the pain. Then investigate pain. Right?
Okay.
And then especially ask yourself what came before the pain. What kind of thought? What kind of thought, and you know it. Yeah? Huh? I mean, they always give us a clue and we don't never catch a clue. Huh? If we understand how the Kilesas work, yeah, they always tell us what they are about to do. But because of our lack of sati, we don't know what they are doing. They just give us the final result. But they will tell us, they will try to convince us for 4, 5, 6 or 7 times, yeah, before, but we only see the final result and then we think this is the way it is, yeah. But it's always important, when something comes up, yeah, some sort of hardship or pain, or, what came before this, yeah. Because sometimes it's an indication, yeah. Especially, if they say, I can't tackle this problem, yeah. Huh? Or it's so difficult, I need to stop, yeah. Then a red alarm should go on. Now I'm at a point where I can crush, yeah, or where I can develop wisdom, yeah, and they want to deter me from this point. Yeah?
One time I was observing the excruciating pain and I observed it until it finished and I had to stop the meditation, yet nothing comes out after that. Is that?
That's okay.
Okay.
Because then, sometimes, investigating the pain, yeah, right? Observing the pain, investigating the pain can lead to samadhi, yeah. So there's no thoughts, and there's no memories, and actually then we feel quite happy and quite energized. Huh?
And I have this particular problem while playing with the heart for body investigation. After that body investigation, I had like lingering pain around the chest bone and sternum area. Is that normal?
I mean, all sorts of things can happen, yeah. Investigate the heart at the last.
But you said like scan the body
Yeah.
and pick one, right? So
Yeah. Yeah. Try another object, yeah. The heart is quite interesting, but then go more to the, that sits in between the heart and the lungs.
Yes. So the two body parts that I'm really interested in right now is the stomach, like large intestine and small intestine, as well as the heart. So the one that will create pain is the intestine when I did.
Yeah, pull it out, for 20 meters, yeah. And see the thick intestines, how do you call it, the thick intestines and the small intestine? The large intestines and the small intestines, yeah? And then lay it out, and see it's a worm, it's a snake. Yeah? And it's all cramped up here, yeah? In a little small area, 20 meters of intestines, yeah? And it can be very painful. Intestines can be very painful, if you have some problems with the intestines, it can be extremely painful, yeah? But there, look, what is behind this pain, there's something behind this pain, yeah? When you investigate, for instance, the intestine, what kind of thought came before the pain? Just before the pain. So, then stop your meditation, yeah? When this pain comes up, when this excruciating pain comes up, and then reflect back, what came before, what came before, what came before, yeah? What kind of thoughts, what kind of memories, yeah, came before that, yeah? Until you find the stone. Yeah? So, you roll back the avalanche, and until, unfolds, and then it shows you, what kind of stone, was actually, the source of your pain, yeah? And it can be a memory, it can be a memory from this life, or it can be even a memory from, from a past life, yeah? Maybe somebody, when you're alive, when we were soldiers, and we all have been soldiers, yeah? And sometimes, one time we wanted to see, and pulled, while he still was alive, pulled out the intestines, yeah? Soldiers do horrible things, yeah? Extremely horrible things, yeah? Because they're also interested, how does it feel, pulling out, yeah? Or taking the heart out, and things like that, yeah? We are not angels. We have been everything. Okay? Yeah? Yes?
So when you investigate the intestines, for example, do you place your attention on them within
Of
your
course.
body and then try to visualize it?
Yes.
Both at the same
That is the first thing, yeah? And only once you'll be able to visualize it, you don't have to see it like a Polaroid, but you see it enough so that you understand what you're looking at. Yeah? And then you ask, then you cut it up, you cut it open, the intestines, and then you look at the wall of the intestines, you look at the interior of the intestine, and all the things, yeah? Or sometimes you put some acid on the intestines, or you put it on, yeah? People love to eat the intestines of pigs, and then you put it on a grill, yeah? You can, we are not different from pigs, yeah? Our body is not different from pigs. So you put it on a grill, and smells good. That's where we need our creativity, yeah? For investigation, we need really our intuitive, our creativity to do all sorts of things, yeah? Chop the body up, and grill it, or just watch death, or watch the birth, how painful it was, yeah? Look at these things, yeah? There where you can play, yeah? With Asupa, you really can play a lot, yeah? And sometimes, it's really fun, yeah? Some of the games are really funny, you see it, you pull off, you put a knife, and in the beginning it might be horrible, and then you pull off the skin, and then you look what is beneath the skin, and then you pull off the flesh, until, are left with the bones, and then you walk through the streets, just with your bones, and see other bone skeletons, yeah, walking there, yeah. And then, what is the difference between this skeleton and this skeleton, yeah? Is this skeleton more beautiful than me? If you have a skeleton. Huh? The beauty goes, and the beauty goes instantly, when we remove the skin, yeah? Then the Asupa starts, then the ugly feelings are coming. But when we are at the level of skeletons, it's pretty much neutral, yeah? I mean, we have to ask them questions, yeah? You understand that, yeah? You have to ask questions, yeah? I mean, how is this, you know? Or where does it come from, yeah? I mean, where does it start? Yeah? Where does the intestine start? I mean, it's just not, suddenly not there. It's the same with our hair. Where does it start? In the skin. Why don't I have everywhere hair? Huh? Look, yeah? Investigate it. Huh? And also, later on, see, they're all made of the 4 elements, yeah? Okay. I guess it's enough for today, huh? Yeah, any more questions, yeah? Shaoling, how are you doing?
One small question.
What?
One small question.
Oh, yeah, some from the
Personal question.
first.
Actually, I got something. You're right when you say that when you look at aversion, when you see somebody doing something you don't like,
Yeah.
and you get annoyed, angry,
Yeah.
because it's ourselves doing it. Right?
Yes.
Okay, that is fine. But then on the other hand, if you keep seeing somebody very nice, they are good and things, that means we are good ourselves.
Sometimes we are good at that, but sometimes we need to develop it.
Okay, so there are good in us.
Yeah, there are good things, I mean, if we see something as good, we realize this is good, and we have this part of goodness within us, but if we admire it in somebody else's, then we need to develop this goodness more.
Because the more we can see goodness in people, that means we are.
The more we admire the goodness, yeah? Yeah?
Well, of course, if we don't think it is good, then we won't see it in
Yeah.
as good. Isn't it? Thank you.
Yeah, what is?
While doing a super practice, I was wondering, when I take an object, for example, for me the teeth, and I see them decay or I put them on fire or something, as long as I picture them in my body or in my mouth, I sometimes feel quite strong pain.
Yeah.
But then when I take them out, it's I don't feel it anymore. Is there a benefit in doing it more in the body, like feeling it really heavy and painful? Or?
Yeah. I mean, super, we do inside the body, I mean, there's one part, that I say, I mean, putting all the parts out, but that is not really seeing the ugliness of the body. I mean, if we see it, if we do it on our body, take off the skin and look at it, that is much more touching, yeah. You don't have to do it with you, I mean, you can do it on other people, yeah. I mean, the ugliness, or the loathsomeness comes up, when we see, yeah. I mean, picture your girlfriend, I mean, and take off the skin, and you don't like her so much, yeah. Yeah? Or the men that you like, the same thing, for women it's the same thing, yeah. But you can also, if you don't go for the form, you can also dissect, the feelings. What is it that the man, what attracts you to men, yeah? Yeah? And then dissect that, yeah. And don't fall for these kilesas who promise you all these sorts of things. Yeah? Love. It's such a meaningless word, yeah. I mean, it describes everything and nothing, yeah. For my girlfriend's love, was, I mean, if you do this, then you love me. If you don't do this, you don't love me. I mean, I hated it after a while. What has it to do? Yeah, with my doing something, that you love me or not. Either you love me or not. So I mean, I mean, if it is different for women, for us, it is, I mean, it is the form. Yeah, it is the form that attracts us. Yeah, and then the second part, it is the heart that attracts us. Yeah, but for men, it is. The foremost object is the form, yeah? But the form comes from the heart. Haven't you learned that? Huh? if somebody has a beautiful heart, and is born, he will become a beautiful being. Everybody admires beauty. Why do we admire beauty? Because there's something behind this beauty. It is, it is a beautiful heart, that served others, I was never thinking about oneself, in the previous life, So in this life he becomes a very beautiful person, And then this changes, because then, he sees, all these admirers, of their beauty, and then they become hollow, And so in the next life, they become again, ugly or normal or whatever, And then they have to create this, then they have to create this heart, that makes them beautiful again, Why do we admire beauty? Because there's something behind it, Standing behind it, And that's it, But most of the people who are now, in this world beautiful, they're mostly hollowed out, They use the beauty, to gain power or to gain, money or whatever, And it has nothing to do with women alone, they're handsome people, handsome men as well, And we all look, I'm sure that you look when you see a very handsome man, You have a second look, Because there's something behind it, But doesn't mean that she still has it, or she has it. Okay, so any more questions? We come here. Come here.
So, one is, I'm listening to your recent talks on the super reflection. You indicate caution that anger may arise, and it may be a good idea to avoid others when these insights arise.
Yeah.
I've also heard Ajahn Martin Piyadhammo advise the same thing. So I'm not sure that I understand why does this anger arise, and why would one possibly potentially react badly to others after a super reflection?
If you're not around others, you won't react to others badly, But there's anger coming up. I describe it, with the body, The body is the playground. It is the most important playground of the kilesas, The moment we try to destroy the beautiful image about the body and see the reality of the body, then the kilesas who love this playground get angry. It is like, it's like a little child. You take away its favorite toys, and it gets angry. That's the whole reason behind it. So we destroy the favorite, with the Asupa practice, we destroy the favorite playground, of the kilesas. They cannot use it against us, or they cannot fool us with it anymore and say, yes, I want to have another body, now I want to have a women body, now I want to have a man body, now I want to have a deva body, They cannot fool us because we see through, through the illusion of this body, And that, of course, diminishes the power of the kilesas to guide us, or to fool us, or to direct us, And that's what makes them angry. And that's, the anger comes from the kilesas, it doesn't come from us.
Another one on karma.
Yeah.
Is one who acts under order, let it be killing, lying, stealing, freed from bad karma? It's quite confusing.
Yes.
So it's like, for example, if the government forces one to go to war and one refuses, one might be killed or go to jail and still free from bad karma.
No, if you refuse, to kill somebody else, that's not bad karma. But if you don't refuse, to kill somebody else, if somebody orders you, but the Lord Buddha said there's a problem, the hangman who hangs people on the order of the king, he said he's not guilty of the karma, he will not receive any karma. But if he does it, a few times, there will be some lust coming up within him where he starts to like the killing of other people, and that's what creates a karma. But the biggest karma is always with the person who orders the killing.
Yeah, he's asking more specifically, if an officer orders someone to kill, is that officer receiving the bad karma?
Of course, yes.
Not the person.
Yeah. Unless he starts to like it. I mean, that is the problem with blood. That's why we are not, that's why we are not too allowed, to eat meat that is still bloody, I mean, it creates some sort of lust, within the body, to kill, yeah. I think it's okay. Yeah. Next question.
That's it.
So okay, then yeah. No more questions, then we go back to We are fighting for freedom. Yeah? We are not fighting for the kilesas, yeah? Who suppress us all the time. Yeah? We don't want to give in. Yeah? In Thai it is föhn, yeah? I mean to resist the kilesas, yeah? To resist the onslaught, yeah? And to start to disbelieving them. Yeah? I mean, in German we have the same, if somebody lies to you one time, I mean, you don't believe him even if he tells you the truth, yeah? And how often did they lie to us and we still believe them? Okay, think about it. Hast du alles verstanden? Okay, gut. Also, dann mal wieder zurück zur Arbeit. Ja? Back to work. Yeah, so this is, I mean, if you apply this mirror, I mean, you see so many things about yourself that you didn't even know. If you see another person and see your reaction towards the action of the other person, you learn so much about yourself, yeah? And in the beginning you don't want to, you don't want to accept it, yeah? No, I'm not like this. No, I'm not like this. Yes, you are like this. No, I'm not like this. No, I'm not like this. Yes, you are like this, yeah? You just have the same thing, but it didn't come out, yeah? I mean, you don't use it, but it's still there in the heart, yeah? And you don't want to see it, yeah? That's why you blame others, yeah? If we have overcome our own problem, we don't blame others, yeah? We see actually how they suffer, we have enormous matter for this person because we know what he goes through, yeah? In order to behave like this, there must be a reason behind. He's so much in pain, yeah, that he likes to inflict pain on others. Huh? And when we have gone through pain, then we understand, what he's going through, yeah? If we have not gone through this kind of pain, we don't understand, and we get angry at the other person, yeah? My knee hurts. Okay. I guess I have to move first, otherwise they don't move, yeah?